People just gonna ask me, why don't you do a podcast? I'm like, a podcast? What am I gonna do a podcast for? You got a lot to say. People be listening to some of the stuff you say. Sure. Well, here we go. Crush Mics platform. Talk about some of the latest, some of the hottest stuff. Even mostly the classic stuff going on, where somebody got their mic first. Somebody outlasted somebody in some way at an angle that probably nobody even saw. Crush Mics, that's what we're here for. Different, cutting edge angles on what's going on in media, YouTube, and in the world.
Yes, we are back in the building. Once again, another wonderful episode of Crush Mics. We are here. My wonderful people, we thank y'all for pulling up once again. Y'all watching a new episode. I see people already watching it. We doing it every week, Fridays at 8 o'clock. Tell a friend, neighbor, whoever. Crush Mic people is in here doing what we do. Shout out to y'all for peeping all the little joints we be doing out the week. Lamonda, mega money takes and all that. And just said, who's next round? Listen, man, we appreciate you. We appreciate y'all. Without further ado, I'm your host, Korey Buckets, a.k.a.
Kane.
You know what I'm saying? Ooh, we out here. And I got my esteemed Mega Money, Mega Millions, knows everything. She's well versed in just about anything we could possibly think of in the world. Miss Lamonda Young in the building. We's in there. What's going on, Monda? AKA. See, you know what I'm saying? It's always something new.
What's up?
I had to rep, you know what I'm saying? I had to rep properly for you. Come on. You weren't even expecting that. Come on, man. Give it up.
I was not expecting it at all.
This is what I'm saying. This is what we gotta do. And we got the resident Encyclopedia Brown. He may be from Long Island, but he represents every single borough, knows every single rap lyric you've ever known that matters. Mr. Jesse Brown.
Who's that? Brown.
Come on, man. Let's get it. What's going on, Jess?
Just another day. Loving that we get to do this together. I want to thank all the supporters out there.
Yes, man. It's a wonderful time, especially to see people are actually hitting us up and wanting to get on the pod. I'm like, oh, how'd you hear about it? Wow, man. I'm impressed. Let's get it. Without further ado. So, Toronto Tempos. Marina Mabrey scores 53. A WNBA single record beating the LA Sparks. They won 125-97. She shot 17 for 28 from the field, 9 for 18 from 3. And she's also averaging 21.2 a game this season. She is cooking. Lamonda, Did you peep that? What you think about Miss Mabrey out here?
Yeah, she had a pretty good game there. I haven't really been able to sit down and watch any WNBA games, which I'm very sad about because I gotta rep for the women, on here. But yeah, so I'm kind of sad I haven't seen any games, but hopefully I can sit down and really just chill out and watch a couple. But I did watch the big three, the opening big three games last Saturday though. I did.
See, no. See, that's the problem. We need you to watch the WNBA games. We have discussed this. If women and girls would just watch a little bit of the WNBA games, what that product would possibly be, and they would stop getting paid the money they're getting paid and complaining about If they could just get a little bit of viewership, just
I know, but it become schedule conflict. And the schedule conflict, like my day be so hectic, and by the time I get down to wind down and I look at the time, it's 11 o'clock. I'm like, up, missed
right.
that game. But I will put it on my agenda. I'm gonna make sure to catch another one so I can come back and report everything that happened within the game.
Yeah, man. When do they get? I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't be watching the games. When the world do they games be coming on? Like, and that's no shot to the WNBA, but I don't watch a lot of NBA games. I love the Knicks. I can't say I watch every single game.
Me,
Like,
me either.
there's a lot
Um,
of stuff I catch on
they
highlight.
Yeah, that's majority of where I get all my information from. I see highlights and stuff like that. But sitting down and really watching the game is any game, NBA, WNBA, football, basketball. Like I really just can't sit down and be like, I'm gonna sit down and watch the game.
That's
Now, my brothers, they take the initiative to get together and sit down and watch the basketball games. But like with
oh wow.
having a teenage daughter and then working 2 jobs and stuff like that, like if I can catch it on that's watching the reels and stuff like that, and then trying to see the clips. That's how I get my watch instead of just physically sitting down and singing two for 4 quarters.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Lanice. Yeah, I'm sure she keeps you more than busy. More than busy. I'm pretty sure. I'm 100% sure Lanice keeps you very busy, and you don't have time to be chasing those WNBA women. You got to chase her around, and
And
she.
she just customized 2 John Morant shoes, one for volleyball, one for basketball.
Oh my God! Listen.
Sensational.
That's just impressive. That's just impressive. She is just doing a thing. Okay, so
Yeah.
you know what? I got somebody I need her to meet then. I got a guy, just I got Rod. Rod Abez is actually a sneaker designer and a clothing designer, and he's been working with a lot of major brands. I think he would be a good person for her to actually speak to, so she can see it pays off to do this stuff like that. That's one of his professional careers that he does. Shout out to my man. Shout out to our guy Rod, man. Shout out to Rod, man. Shout out to Rod, man. He's a good guy. Good guy. Jess, did you happen to see any highlights or hear about Toronto Tempo's Marina Mabry's 53, a monumental night, not just for the Toronto Tempo, the expansion franchise, but for the WNBA, man. And it just happened yesterday. So it's pretty hot off the presses, you know?
Well, I sacrificed seeing my family a long time ago so I can bring you all this information.
Oh, man. See, here you go already.
Right. Already.
Already. Here you go with the bullshit already. Here you go already.
No, but I actually do know about her because she's a Jersey native. She's been a lethal shooter since she was named the co-MVP of the 2015 McDonald's All-Star American Girls Game, and then she was crushing it when she was at Notre Dame.
See, this is why he's an Encyclopedia Brown. Who knew all that? I
Hey,
had no idea. Like, so
me either.
basically, what you're saying is you're almost not surprised that she did this based upon that statistical rundown and career you just gave us really quick.
Finally got the opportunity with the right team situation.
I'm seeing that a lot, that is synonymous. The games don't change, whether it's WNBA or NBA.
Yep.
And I've seen quite a few women that I thought were going to be impactful in WNBA, and they coming in, they just be here today and going tomorrow, and I'll be like, dang, she got smoked. It was somebody that I forget the name of the player, but beautiful. I would thought they could have marketed something with her, and I looked and they were like, yeah, so and so got cut. I'm like, God, cut. Then I looked at the stats. They said she was shooting like 28% from three. I was like, yeah, well, that'll do it. That'll do
Yeah, that most
it.
definitely good.
That'll do it. So listen, man. I think the WNBA needs to start doing what they need to do. Might need to change up them uniforms. You know, might get something a little little more form fitting. That might be. I'm just saying it could work. I've seen some clips of some football league. I don't know when they're playing or when that happens, but they seem to be playing football in bikinis. I'm not saying the WNBA got to do that. Hey. Don't give me one of these. Don't give me a
Nigga, please.
don't give me one of those. I don't need that. I'm just saying. I just think the uniforms could be altered a little bit so they can, they can show off a little bit of. Because the reality of
No,
there has to be something that's attractive
no.
about these games, man. Like
It's it's
something.
already a lingerie football, in arena football league.
There
Then you
you
got
go.
the chicks out there with the booty shirts on playing basketball. Crazy. That's mad work. No. That's
Listen,
not nothing
listen,
to be
listen,
celebrated.
listen. Every once in a while, they could do a shout out to Fenty and get some Fenty endorsement for a uniform. Listen, man. I don't have to be all the time. I think they could do a Fenty, Victoria's Secrets kind of thing and just make something.
No.
Listen, man. Something has to give because there are 2 people watching it, 4 people in the stands, and this is a complaint that they're not getting paid. Like how's it gonna? It's gotta happen.
It's more. Yeah.
It's
I
gotta happen.
mean, it's more people buying into it now. Like if the league is coming along. I think in a few more years they'll be able to get the fan base that they're looking for. Like you said, it's all about marketing. They got to have people that's really dedicated in marketing for every team to get those fans in the stands. And then, like you said again, it has to be the franchise has to want to push that to get their team out there to stand out.
What are they waiting for? What the
I
hell
don't
you
know.
waiting for?
Right.
I don't know. So the Bucks immediately have waived the Nassus and Alex Antetokounmpo.
That's pronunciation.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a major thing. We've heard that name for a long time now. If you are destroying that name at this point, you just don't care. Like you officially don't care. Do you guys think the newly Giannis acquired Miami Heat will consider bringing the Nassus and Alex along on the team? Will they sign them on the roster like Milwaukee did? They proverbial bent over backwards pause just to make everything right for Giannis and everything. Do you think Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra and all the Heat coaches, do they care to do that? Lamonda.
Well, we already know how Pat Riley works. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Ain't that true?
So it has to make sense to him if he's gonna bring them with Giannis. Like, but I feel like uh, I don't know. I feel like Giannis I think Giannis should have stayed for at least gave it one more year to see who they was gonna add to the team to try to give him a little bit more help. I don't necessarily think he should have went to Miami. This is me personally. I mean, he is gonna be down there with Bam play with Bam playing with Bam.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I don't know. I could see if Tyler was still there and then they bought Giannis and then they had Tyler, Bam, and Giannis. Then I mean they could possibly be continued. I mean contenders this upcoming season, but I don't know. You got to rebuild somewhere, but I really think he should have stayed for and gave Milwaukee at least one more year.
One more chance.
Yeah,
Giannis, give us one more chance. You know
one
what?
more chance.
That man, it's controversial. It's controversial. Just what you think.
I don't see the Heat bringing on both of the brothers. At this point, they're both unrestricted free agents as of June 30th. The Heat would have to make some roster moves to see if they actually want to accommodate the new prize player. So if anything, this might be something that happens after Summer League. But to initially get the ball rolling, I think both of them will be working out for other teams.
That's a fact. I personally believe there is zero chance of Pat Riley signing them because if you look at those Heat rosters that LeBron James and D Wade and all of them were on, they had all-star talent that you may not even know was on that team. That was deep on the bench that never touched the floor. So I know Pat Riley does not, and Pat Riley's the same dude that took the chocolate cookies from LeBron off the plane. Like Pat Riley don't play. Like once you say, okay, you're coming to play for the Heat, welcome to death row. Like
Welcome to death row. Yeah.
He's not accommodating you. Get that waistline together. Make sure when we weigh you, you weighing what you're supposed to weigh. Your body fat is down, and you can do what you want. Like once you get laying down in Miami, it's over, baby. You don't have no say.
Yeah, and because we all witnessed what happened to Jimmy. Like look what he did to Jimmy. Like he's the white. Like I hate to say it, but he's the white Suge Knight. Like he's the white Suge Knight.
Tell you, welcome to Heat Row.
Welcome to Heat Row. Like Jimmy did everything he could possibly do to have them trade him, and Pat was like, "Nope, I trade you when I want to trade you."
And Jimmy got them to a finals with like that. Listen, man, more credit needs to be given to Jimmy Butler for helping them get to the fight. That team had no business in nobody's finals. Like
no business.
Was putrid. And was he even was Tyler Hero even playing when Jimmy Butler got them to the finals? I don't remember.
No, I don't remember either.
I think that was more him and Bam.
Tyler disappears in the playoffs regardless who's there.
This is what I'm saying. But this is my point. Like, so Milwaukee hiring or trading for him, saying, all right, well, he's from Milwaukee. This should be so what? You couldn't do anything. Nobody came to the game when they had Giannis, a championship caliber team, and winning the championship. Right. What you think they about to do with Tyler Hero?
Right, like I don't know.
You can give out heroes and they still not coming to the game. Like I just don't see it for them. I think from a financial standpoint, to bring people to the game, to win games, to keep your franchise in Milwaukee, all of it is bad. All of it is bad. We don't know what y'all doing over there in Milwaukee. And actually, I don't even know what Pat's doing over there for gutting that roster like that. I don't know who he's going to be able to sign. I'm hearing that they might be possibly thinking about Klay Thompson with his issues. He can't shoot anymore. I don't see that doing anything. And there was another hurt player they were talking about getting, and I'm like, what? Oh, they were talking about getting Kawhi. I was like, oh wow. So you can have Giannis and Kawhi sitting on the bench while Bam is playing by himself.
Right.
Bam goes at 80.
Right. Listen, I think but they need to let Asia play. Like
give her her do-rag, give her her red do-rag, let her suit up.
Listen, I believe Asia will get way more busier than a lot of them guys that's been on the Heat. Listen, I will go quoted on that. I will go quoted on that. I think Asia Wilson will go to red in the NBA. You put on that team. Can't be no worse than Thanasis and Alex. No shots. Floyd Mayweather is being sued by CSI Entertainment for $4.6 million. Floyd is a trip for this because apparently Floyd agreed to fighting Manny Pacquiao and Mike Tyson, and then later he takes more money from a third party to fight that same Manny Pacquiao fight, and then he also agreed to fight some kickboxer, Mike Zambitis or something like this. Like, what the heck is Floyd doing? Money May, I get it. You know, you want to throw the money around and all this stuff. Lamonda, what's Floyd doing?
Know what Floyd's doing. He's from Grand Rapids, and I live here in Grand Rapids. So every blue moon, you hear that he's in town or wherever like that. He goes to the one of the buildings downtown, and they'll throw money off the building. Yeah.
Floyd doing
One
money off
year,
the building.
throw money off the building. Yes, we have this thing here every year. It's called Rock the Block, and he came like one year when me and my mom and Lenise was there, and it was just like he was walking down the street, and it was just this large crowd in back of him, and then all of a sudden you hear like Floyd's on the building throwing money downtown. So he
No.
comes. Yes. His family owns a boxing gym here, and it's pretty successful. A lot of people box there, stuff like that. His dad be here sometimes, but it's majority his uncle in there training people at the boxing gym. But it's been years since Floyd, since I've been living here, and I've been living here like almost 17 years. It's been some years since he's been back in the city of Grand Rapids, and a lot of people give him slack about him not coming back and doing stuff for his community that basically raised him. But I mean, it's a lot of I mean, he might got valid reasons why he don't have to come back or whatever the case may be. But yeah, you got to live up to that name. They don't call you money for no reason. By any means necessary, I guess, with him.
I'm officially stuck at you saying he's throwing money off the building.
Money
Like,
off the building. Yeah.
I can't get it together.
Yeah.
I never want to hear about him going bankrupt ever. When he's standing on a building, throwing money off the building,
Yeah.
he brings a totally different understanding to make it rain. Throwing money off of a building, Floyd?
Right. But I
The
mean,
world of niggerdom is that? Like, what?
like boy, you retired, Pacquiao retired, Mike Tyson he is retired, but come back. I guess he's like, if the money got to talk for him, and he'll go in and do his 1-2, whatever the case may be. But I don't understand why you agree. Like, I think those two boxers, and to try to get matches with those two boxers, I think those are the hardest things to try to get together and put together and promote for real. You see how tight the Jake Paul and Tyson went. So I mean, people would have showed up to see that happen, but it's just like, if you couldn't pull it off, why take them people money knowing that you couldn't pull it off?
I don't even think he couldn't pull it off. I think he was just being greedy. He wanted to throw some more money off the building. So he said, you know what? I need to go ahead and try to get some side money. So, Floyd buys a new white car like every other day, and he got to have money for all of these young girls that he be with, and all this stuff. I'm just disappointed, man. I actually didn't want to see that Tyson thing again, so we could watch Mike Tyson biting his glove because he couldn't hit somebody. Like, I think he might end Floyd's life if he hits Floyd. Mike Tyson's a heavyweight. Floyd can't get punched on by no Mike Tyson. Like, that won't work out well.
No. Don't nobody want to get smacked by Mike Tyson, let alone punch.
Don't nobody want no parts of him. He's still a savage. He still trains every day. I saw that at 60. He's still training every day.
Yeah.
Jess, what you think about Money May in the 4.65 that he is being sued for by CSI Entertainment?
I mean, like, why are we even recognizing 49-year-olds fighting? Like, I don't want to see him with brain damage. He's put in his time, and he's always been a defensive fighter. So to see him go against an offensive guru like Tyson, a disparity. If we put this on, this might be elder abuse.
Oh man, here you go again. Here you go. Here you go again.
Yeah, but I also saw he's currently suing Showtime for $340 million. He's a legend. He's a legend fraud from the company that used to televise all of his fights.
Oh Lord.
Fraud from Showtime.
Nigga, please.
We cannot be serious. He got all that money from Showtime, and now he trying to sue them now in the back. That's not gonna work out.
Doesn't work. It's not. Talk about fraud. Fraud for fraud, I guess.
Fraud for what? Listen, man, he gonna waste his money. His lawyers is gonna be pissed because they're gonna go to court for no reason. A company like Showtime, they can stretch that case out forever.
They can.
They like, we got bread. Like, Floyd, you ain't getting a damn dime. Like, and we will stop your money everywhere else we can. Like,
yeah.
He didn't think that through. I think he needs to go back to the promotion part of boxing. Keep training fighters. Stop trying to get in the ring so he can buy more Prince Hakeem Coming to America boots because we don't want to see him in those no more. You gotta chill, man. You gotta chill. Like I hate to see this for a lot of fighters. That's why, even though it's kind of silly what he's doing with Dean the Great, I respect the fact that AB ain't trying to get in the ring no more. He know he don't got it. Like, once you know you don't got it, don't waste people time. Like,
right.
I agree with you. We don't need to see people in their 40s get punched out the ring. It was bad to see how Bernard Hopkins went out. I never thought I would have seen B-Hop get punched out the ring. Like,
yeah. We don't need to see no more geriatric fighting. I agree with you. I don't want to see it. Geriatric fighting, no, I don't want to see it. I don't.
Like, no, man. I feel like as a supporter of boxing, somebody who loves the sport and loves to see it at a high rate, like, we gotta let the younger people do this, man. Like, it's bad enough you take those kinds of blows at a young age and hardly don't recover from that. Like, how's that gonna work in your 40s, 50s, and in Mike Tyson case 60? Well, we know Mike Tyson was just born punch drunk, but that's different. Mike ain't never had it. Like, he's literally never had it. We gonna move on from them boys. The N1 marketing commercial is making fun of Victor, the Spurs late great, the 7'4". They're saying tall for no reason. Imagine being tall for no reason. Jose sees mismatch. How do we feel about this campaign, Lamonda? Do you think this is good? And one, considering the classic and one, the street ball sneaker. They used to put on the and one mixtapes and all the great things. We don't see Jose out there doing Showtime basketball. What do you think about this marketing?
I think it's good marketing because you see how small Jose is compared to Victor. So if he couldn't stop his shot, then I mean, hey, like, what are you doing? Like, you got all that, you tall for no reason, you have length for no reason. It's just like, I don't know. It was, when I read it, it was funny to me because I'm just like, and one of all the companies came and did what they needed to do by making fun of him kicking the dog while it's down.
Right. No, that's true. That's very.
But if N1, I like N1. They sponsored the men's and women's basketball team for Wilberforce, and
they did. I forgot about that.
They sponsored their team, and then had to my boss for my summer job, she asked me to present to the kids last summer, and I pulled up some of the commercials and one did with the basketball team, and they came out pretty dope. They came out pretty dope.
Oh
So
wow.
I mean,
Oh, I
so
never
they
know about that.
yeah, so they dabbling. They got their hands in all types of buckets. But this was when I seen it, I said I had to bring it to you guys because it was too funny to me. It was too funny.
And if you really want to think about it, it is really on par for their past marketing. Because remember, they used to have the T-shirts and they say stuff like "You can't guard me" and all of this stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
it kind of does fit in line with that old school marketing that they used to put on the T-shirts, and they used
Yeah.
to have in all their advertisement. Now that I think about it, my only criticism is you just said the dude who's like top three in MVP votes and just got the defensive player of the year was tall for nothing. Like that is not valid. That is 100% not valid. Like I get the humor, but it's just not valid. Like and the next generational talent that the NBA is selling. Like if he's tall for nothing, what are we saying about Jose Alvarado, who's averaging like points per game and like even though he just got that contract with the Knicks, you know what? Shout out to Jose, man. The Knicks are so
Yeah.
stupid because they decided, you know what? Mitchell Robinson, the best offensive rebounder in the game, unbelievable defensive presence, so good that they gotta do Hacker Mitch to get him out the game. They say, you know what? We're not gonna figure out to try to re-sign him. We're gonna try to re-sign and max out for what we could. 6 foot Jose Alvarado, who shoots like 30 something percent from the 3 point range. Like, I'm about to pass out. You guys, excuse me. I'm about to go crazy. How do you not re-sign Mitchell Robinson and you re-sign Jose Alvarado? You didn't think enough of him to draft him. You didn't draft him out of college. You didn't think enough to
No, he
pick him up
didn't.
earlier in his career.
He was picked up from the G League.
But now, instead of re-signing Mitchell Robinson, who could help you re-chase the goal, re-chase the championship, let's sign Jose. He's a homegrown kid. What? Makes no dang on sense. Just what do you think about this whole situation? I'm fired up.
I hope you took your blood pressure meds.
Listen, man. Listen. The good thing is I won't be in anybody's boxing ring.
Now, shout out to N1 for signing BK's own GTA Grand Theft Alvarado. The NBA champ and fan favorite will bring eyes back to the brand with New York Knicks exclusive colorways. So the NBA has never wanted to associate itself with N1. They've always considered them to be a street ball league. So it makes perfect sense that they're going to go full tilt with this. I remember getting suspended from basketball camp when I was 11 because I wore an N1 T-shirt that said "Take a straw, you suck."
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
So I expect nothing less.
Oh my god. Only you. Only you. I swear. Only you. That is a good point that the NBA has never embraced and one in no side
They
shape.
had there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They usually don't because
They don't.
they didn't want to make the street. The one thing about the NBA, they don't want anybody competing in their market. If they
No.
are the professional brand, they're like nobody else. I don't care how hot you make yourself, unless we are willing to put a logo on that thing and say this is a part of the NBA. We can't exist while we exist. That's why the Big Three has such a hard time because they were like Ice Cube. Because Ice Cube at first he said he tried to get the NBA a part of it. The NBA was like, we don't see nowhere where we want to make money with you, Cube. So no. And then when Jaylen Brown decided he wanted to be the activist and go play with Cube that one, he was almost out the NBA for that one. Like,
Which is ridiculous because like it should be I mean, I think it'd be a good pipeline if for older players that that will still want to play though. That I mean, I mean, Cube just went public with the big three.
Right.
They just went public, so so it is. I mean, it's profitable. He's making a profit for having these games, and I'm just
I
like,
agree.
and it's still giving players that still want to play a chance to come and play until they start behaving like they're in school, grammar school.
Like
It's
Lance and Michael Beasley turn it into UFC
oh my
fights.
god,
Like it's disgusting.
yes.
It's
I
disgusting.
was just watching it. I was watching it last Saturday. Like, are y'all serious right now? Y'all seriously finna fight? And then on top of that, Beasley get kicked out the game, but they let the white stay.
Yeah, yeah. See that, and that's what the NBA is saying. We don't want to be attached to this, and now you're proving your point.
Yeah,
See, and this is what the NBA
yeah,
is saying. We don't
yeah.
want to be attached with this brand. Now, if he decided to make it a 5-on-5 and a big three, he may actually have a case, and they may actually consider like a brand extension or something. But they don't want him getting the lamb share of the money. The NBA is greedy. Like they're too greedy. You talking about they're fighting with the NFL who only has how many weeks? Like the NFL barely even has a season. Like before you can blink, the NFL season is over. And they like, oh no, we
Right.
want all that money too. They fight with the
Yeah.
NCAA. They
That's
fight with
crazy.
overseas.
Why?
The cup that they're having now, the international leagues have always had a mayor's cup.
Hmm.
The NBA decides, you know what? It's mass hysteria overseas. Let's have a cup here too. Like what? It's a greedy league. It's truly a greedy league. And Adam Silver has not done anything to make anybody that's outside of the NBA feel welcome in the basketball world.
Nah,
And I think that's kind of lame because we knew David Stern
it
would.
is. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, who knows? Taylor Swift on July 3rd. Get this. She's getting married at the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. Like this is a wrestling match. She is getting married at MSG.
Oh,
Travis Kelsey and Taylor Swift. This is going to be amazing. What do you think about this, Lamont? Do you think this is a big show? You think they have a wedding, like a private wedding, and they're just doing this for the cameras because she has access to MSG, or do you think she's gonna bring the stars out? Like, what's your feelings about her getting married at Madison Square Garden like she's Patrick Ewing?
I hate to say it, feel like the Aretha Franklin funeral all over again. Like,
Oh,
why are you getting married at
oh
Madison
man,
Square Garden?
Aretha Franklin. Oh, oh.
Like, why? Why are you getting so you gonna sell tickets for people to come sit in the stands and watch you get married? Like, why are you getting married at Madison Square Garden? Like, y'all. So when y'all was just thinking of venues, to be like, hey, wouldn't it be a good idea to get and let's sell tickets for people so we can like. Come on now, this is ridiculous. Like, this is ridiculous.
Listen, when I saw that, I was like, talk about abusing your privilege. Getting married at MSG? Like, what? How did that come across James Dolan's desk? Like, what was James Dolan saying when that came across his desk? Did he suggest it? Like, I don't even know how that comes about. Like, I
I
don't
mean,
think Patrick Ewing could have got married at MSG. Like,
no,
I don't think it could have happened.
no, and I don't think that you and wife's gonna would have allowed that anyway. She's gonna like, I ain't getting married. Get married at no damn Madison Square Garden. We don't even know enough people to fill up Madison Square Garden. Like,
Listen, now if that's the one thing. If they do open it up to the Swifties, they may have to need people in the overflow. Like,
oh my God,
I'm
Lord
sorry.
Jesus!
The
Like,
Swifties are this. Listen, You thought Beyonce had a crew. The Swifties, the Beehive is
Swifties,
nothing
yeah.
compared to the Swifties, boy. Woo!
Yeah,
Hannah
they don't
Montana.
play.
Hannah Montana. And don't let her say, after the wedding, I'm doing an exclusive concert. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that's the only thing I could think. That's the only thing I could think of when if she's doing it there, if she's gonna have a little concert afterwards or something or whatever. Because I think that's the only reason why they probably agree for her to do it there. It's some back end. Somebody getting a back end out of this. Like it's gonna
Listen,
be vendors for T-shirts, and finally it's gonna say finally eat on it and all that kind of stuff like that. Like somebody getting the back end somewhere from this.
if she figures out or they figured out how to get a microphone and a concert set in there, listen, man, I'll be the first one to say she has to get the Ultimate Hustler award. Like you've
Yeah,
never seen anybody figure out how to turn their wedding into a whole money making venture. People usually lose money in
money. Yeah.
and actually having a wedding. She figured out how to make money at a goddamn. God damn it, Hannah Montana. That was genius if that happened.
You about Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus is Hannah Montana.
Oh, Molly said, "Oh, snap! I'm giving her unbelievable. Listen, man, I gotta give myself one. Listen, man, listen, man.
Nigga, please.
I apologize, Taylor Swift. We giving you Hannah Montana, and I'm giving you Hannah Montana. Listen, but you still ice cold. You still get the Hustler Award. You get the Money Mitch Award. You get the Paid in Full Award. You out there doing
Yeah.
what you need to do. Listen, for you to be selling, and I guarantee you, she will sell the garden out. She'll sell the garden out. Like I'll
Yeah.
tell you what, there'll be more people at her wedding that's going to be than there's going to be at the Milwaukee Bucks games to watch Tyler Hero. I'll tell you. I'll tell you that.
Man, what? No man, then them tickets gonna be more hard to get than the Usher and Chris Brown tickets that
Hard to
everybody
get a
going
ticket. Hard to
crazy
get a
about.
ticket. Listen, Funk Master Flex going to be there too. Funk Master, look, I'm trying to tell you, it's going to be major. I think anybody that I guarantee the whole New York Knicks team will be there too, just because.
Yeah. Yeah.
Carl Anthony Town isn't his fiance girlfriend like a R&B singer or something like the pop singer, Jordan whatever her
Who?
name is. Doesn't she sing? Carl Anthony Town's girlfriend, Jess Jordan, whatever her name is. Isn't she like a singer or something?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan
She's
Clark?
gonna be there. She's gonna be there with her orange bag. Like she's gonna be there. Jess, what you think about Taylor Swift having her wedding at the world's most famous arena? Our arena, of course, home court.
But my wedding was epic. We tore it down.
Yes,
You were there.
Listen. Shout out to that. That definitely. That definitely it was. It was a joyous occasion.
The one thing we did not have though was a jumbotron.
Right. No jumbotron.
But there's a lot of rumors going around New York right now that this is actually a decoy media leak, and this is just to have all the Swifties hang out in Manhattan, and the actual venue is going to be somewhere else.
Oh.
That's interesting. Wow.
It is.
See, I'm telling you, she getting to the money. She getting to the money. Like you said, Lamonda, there's going to be merch. There's going to be T-shirts. Probably a new album coming out, new wedding album. Because she's always hurt.
Yep.
So she'll be happy this time. We will forever, ever get back together. Like, like she gonna remix all her songs. All the heartache will now be just beautiful
Over.
music and love ballads. Like, listen,
Yeah.
Travis, you're a football player. Athletes are known to be a little hey. Travis, I'm telling you right now, Travis, you never seen the kind of problems you're gonna have if you do anything wrong here. Like,
The Swifties is gonna be after you.
oh, Travis, it is over. Like, listen, if he's still playing football, if God forbid he does do something, listen, his team might kick him off the team. They might listen. You did what to Taylor Swift? You're out of here, buddy. Like, it's not. Listen, for that TV money that they get every time they flash that girl on the stadium. Listen,
What?
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what. I think Bowling would sign Taylor Swift if they could. If they
Swift,
could
yeah.
afford her. There's
But
no
it,
sport that if they put Taylor Swift across. I didn't even know she was going to be at the Knicks game. She was in Cleveland. Anywhere she at, the camera's like this. We can't get off it. It's like, can we watch the game? Do you want to put Taylor
no,
in the jersey? Because we
no.
can't even watch the game.
It's like every down. Here go the camera looking at. Saying it to her. No, like look at her. Camera on her after every down. Come on now.
And when they had her and Ice Spice, it was over. It was over. They were like, Ice Spice and Taylor, oh my God.
Oh my God, Lord Jesus, ridiculous, ridiculous. Ridiculous. They didn't even put the camera when Cardi B was at the game. Like they didn't even put the camera on Cardi B that many times as many times. Like
Wasn't
every
enough
time,
money moves.
every time Taylor was that it was they might as well if they playing on national TV, it might as well be Taylor Swift NFL game instead of.
I believe even if they didn't know she was coming to a game and they find out she sneaks in the game, God forbid she snuck in the game at the last play of the game, the last down, you're not going to see it. Because they're going to be like, but Taylor's here. Forget the game. Who cares about the game? We're all here to watch Taylor. How do you get that kind of popularity? What did she ever do in life? I hate him. But what did she ever do in life to have that kind of cachet? When people say, "Get my life, forget everybody." Taylor's here.
She made the anthem. We are never ever getting back together. You know how many white broke up with them?
Let me tell you something. Man. That is one of those songs where I could throw myself completely clear off a skyscraper in the middle of the Midtown Manhattan. If I ever have to hear that song ever again, like I can't tell you how many swimming. See, my daughter's a competitive swimmer, and they play the Z100. Jesse, you know Z100. They play all those jams. I've heard every single song that Taylor Swift could possibly dream of. I probably heard songs that she hasn't even fully recorded. Like I've heard everything Taylor Swift. I'm done. Like I need to be swiftly out of any building that has Taylor Swift in it at this point. Like
party in the USA. You know they got to play once. It's a party in the USA. They got to play it.
Oh my God, I forgot she made that. Oh yeah, no,
yes.
Taylor, no.
Yeah, we know Big Daddy Kane won't be challenging Taylor though.
Listen, he won't win. I'll tell you that. Listen, nobody can beat Taylor. No, nobody's beating Taylor. No, nobody's beating Taylor.
Nobody.
Perfect segue, Jess. Big Daddy Kane, 1980s. Ain't no half stepping. He had the little challenge where he's on there giving bars on the old school boom bap beat. And he calls out Jadakiss and Conway the Machine at the end of his freestyle, which is, was tight. Big Daddy Kane, man. Now, one thing I respect about Kane let the grades go. He's not out here just, trying to say, look, it's still 88. Look at me. Shout out to Big Daddy Kane for aging gracefully. And he's not wearing the three-finger rings and all. He's aging gracefully. Respected to Big Daddy Kane. But he calls out Jadakiss and Conway the Machine, and it made me think about it. This was on social media. I know he has his public, his group, or his demographic. Do you think the younger generation who's actually on social media too, they still subscribe to rap? They got their own versions of rap that they subscribe to. Do you think this even hits their radar, or this just totally woo? The younger generation just totally misses that? Or do you think they'd say, hey, who's Big Daddy Kane? Who's this guy with the grades? I want to know. How do you think the younger generation may have taken to this, or do you think they just totally missed them, Lamonda?
You know how these kids is. They probably like, who's this old nigga on here rapping? Like, so don't nobody want to hear no old nigga rap. Now, people our age, like, but you laugh, but I'm telling the truth. Like they see Big Daddy Kane and be like, who is this old nigga rapping? Why is this old nigga still on here rapping? Now, when we listening to it, we listening to what he's talking about, the bars he's saying. But me personally, why are you taking shots at one one of the most lyrical rappers in the game? Why are you taking shots at Jadakiss? Why are you taking shots at Jadakiss for? Like, why?
And Conway,
I'm not understanding it. But like Big Daddy Kane, like, stick to making Tubi movies. Like, I get it.
God, oh my God, oh my God. Put the gun away.
But we all know.
She relished the man in Tubi movies.
Yeah.
Tubi?
Like, your lane is Tubi. Your lane is Tubi now. Like, stop trying to take shots. You could have picked anybody else but Jadakiss to take shots at.
But but look, recently in his defense, Max B did say he had a better legacy than Big Daddy Kane. So that kind of did, that did wake a sleeping dragon. Like he was done. Like Kane was doing his thing every once in a while, but when you as Max B, you said you got a better legacy than Big Daddy Kane. You did more for hip hop than Big Daddy Kane. That kind of puts Kane in a different position at that point.
I don't know.
Kane was breakdancing. Kane was the epitome of cool in the 80s. He was like breakdancing and rapping and he's one of the very few rappers that you can think of in time. I'm gonna tell you why he's very intricate, because when you think about it, Big Daddy Kane did all of that rapping that he was doing. He hardly never cursed, and he didn't rap about no street stuff. That's like amazing to have those two things and still have those kinds of records that everybody from the Dope Boys to whoever during those periods of time.
He made some good. He made some good rap music when he was in his genre. This here now, this is not your genre. Like, this is not your genre. Like, these young dudes, these young kids is not checking for Big Daddy Kane. Like, let's see what Big Daddy Kane rap about now. Like, no, they're not. Like, if you play any old school, if you play anything from the 2000s, these kids be like, what is that? Like,
that's valid. That's valid. So. But I believe if what's his name, the one who's always going crazy with the crazy music, what's the kid, and he just like a gajillion people download his music all the time. Young Boy. NBA Young Boy.
Oh Lord.
If NBA Young Boy happens to come online and say, I was listening, I heard some Big Daddy Kane the other day. I don't listen to it regularly, but Big Daddy Kane was what he wasn't. Do you know what would happen to Big Daddy Kane's album sales at that point? Like,
skyrocket.
Because we live in a generation, in a time right now where if the right person stamps it, express mail. Express mail. Like, out of here.
Yeah. And then if he take a sample, if he just sample one of the songs, because everybody gonna want to know where he got that sample from. And if he say he got it from Big Daddy Kane, that can take off at the trajectory of his album sales too. So, but
that's all he needs. That's all Kane need to do. So if he stays in relevancy somehow, and one of these young producers samples it and gets it to a little baby or whoever the
Mhm.
guy is, and they chop it up and put it in one of these bass beats that they like, and somebody
Yeah.
ha ha ha, croon and do all the stuff they do now. They don't be rapping on auto tune. You know, or maybe what's his name? The guy with the fake abs in Toronto, Drake. Uh,
Great.
I see him online with his 3 pack. I'm like, this
For
is
the 3 pack.
disgusting. Why are you doing
Come on
this?
now.
Why are you?
Come on
It
now,
looked like
Drake.
It looked like somebody took a grill and pressed it up against his a barbecue grill and pressed it up against his stomach and said, "Look, go online and show him how cut you are now, Drake." Like, I don't know what he's thinking. I don't. He got
Lord
those ballparks
Jesus.
on his stomach. I don't know what that's about. Like,
I don't know either.
Jess, what
Craziness.
you thinking about Big Daddy Kane? Do you think the younger kids appreciated that, or you think they did? Then we didn't hear it. We didn't hear it. We didn't want to hear it.
I think a lot of them were surprised that their favorite podcaster, Jada Kiss, was a rapper.
Oh my God.
My
Oh my
God.
God. Here
Jesse.
you go.
But no, that's
Here
exactly
you
what he
go.
did. That's the disconnect in hip hop that we don't teach about the pioneers, where every other genre is constantly about talking about who built it and why you need to listen to them. And if they're not being sampled, then the youth is not introduced to them. And that's a responsibility, not just of the people that buy the music, it has to be from artist to artist. Every
Right.
other genre, they'll cover each other's songs. That way you find out
Oh,
where it
yeah.
came and it's their new version of. And that's rarely ever happened in the history of hip hop. When you really think about it, you got Lottie Dottie and Twins, the deep cover '98. But beyond that, you really don't hear an actual cover.
Boy, that was
No.
that was a very good point. That was a very
Mm-hmm.
good point you made. But you know, when you think about it, I hate to say it, the H in hip hop sometimes stands for haters. Because when that does happen, a lot of times the original act can't even appreciate it as being homage and homage. They be
Mm-hmm.
pissed. Like a lot of times, a lot of older acts, when a younger artist sample, I didn't get the proper cut. They didn't put me in the video. So and so and so and so. Like, and they be wanting 1,000%. And it, like, I just think what you just said makes a lot of sense. But the rappers, the older rappers, they have to start embracing the younger
And
artists
the
more.
younger artist.
That's the problem, is that you don't have enough older rappers that are willing to say, I might not listen to a young boy, but I get where he's
But
at,
I
because we
get
were
that
in the
is that.
same place
Mm-hmm.
where the generation before us didn't understand what we were doing, and we had to kick the doors in and kick our sound in, and we
Mm-hmm.
made money that they didn't make, and so forth and so forth. Because there's no other genre of music to me that either disrespects the people before them or disrespects the people after them, like hip hop, like rap specifically. Like,
Yeah, it says you're too old to perform.
right.
Every other genre, you could perform until you're in a wheelchair. They wheel you out on stage.
You
Look,
right
look
about
at
that.
Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy
Well,
Osbourne couldn't tell you what his name was when he was alive. But but they could wheel him out, to your point, on stage, play his
yeah.
music, and people would just sing it. Like,
Nah,
Ozzy,
nah.
yes.
It is so funny because they portrayed him the same way in the Trolls movie.
They did. They did.
And
Like in the Trolls movie.
I also think Kane called out Jada and Conway specifically because they aren't just rappers; they are true MCs. They see
Right.
themselves
They
in the
are.
same way that
They,
Kane did. So he knew they would have bars on deck. You
Right.
know, they're from
yeah.
the era where you wrote everything down. You had your notebook in your backpack, and
Yep.
most other people that he would issue said challenge to, I don't think would have responded.
Right. Right.
Yep, I think Jesse, you do got a good point. You got a good point because I think maybe he said them too because he knows that if they do hear it and they put something out there that it's gonna be it's gonna be bar for bar, and it's gonna be something that I know we will listen to. Like I'll be interested in hearing something like if they do respond to him or whatever the case may
Well,
be.
Jada Kibbs did actually respond, and apparently, which I didn't catch it in the lyrics. There's a artist named 38 Special
Yep.
that has been on his coattails talking about him trying to get him to do a feature. He like
Yeah, Griselda family.
Jada scared to do a feature. So Jada apparently threw him some bars in that
Hmm.
freestyle that he did on top of that beat, that Big Daddy Kane, and apparently 38 Special is planning to try to do his own version that nobody called him out for. By the way, it was a different person in Griselda that they called to be on the song "Conway the Machine." Uh, but yeah, no, I agree, Jess. It that is like to me the essence as to why he called them out because they are the pen, the lyricist that doesn't really exist now. Because even a lot of the seasoned rappers, let's say, they've gone to like trying to figure out how they could mesh the new sound and what they were doing. They're not even really trying to be lyrical anymore. So
Yeah, but we can always count on like Jada staying to his roots. When
oh yeah,
Fab put out music, Fab gonna stay to his roots.
with his
Like
with
I
his
mean,
bracelet. I'm so disappointed. Like the Fab when I saw Fab in an anklet, I'm like Fab, come on, man. And then now they killing them online, talking about you trying to get the perfect picture. Is this a makeup opportunity? I'm like Fab, I just never looked at you like this. This is disgusting. Like I don't like I'm disappointed because he was like the lyrical guy to me. And so it's like
yes,
you
yes,
think the lyrical guys, being kind of tough and you don't think about the lyrical guy with the anklet. I'm
no,
just
no. And when you think, and then on top of that, like even with Fab and Jada, like they the R&B killers. Put them on an R&B a song. It's a number one hit.
very
They
good
kill
point.
him. They
Very
kill
good.
him.
Very,
But
very, very
it's,
good.
yeah,
Listen, man, we hope that Conway the Machine answers the call too. And hey, who knows? Maybe more rappers who are lyrical because you do have lyrical rappers in this era. You got Corday, you got your J.
yeah,
Cole. You do maybe one of them will hear it and it becomes a whole
Larissa,
thing for Big Daddy Kane because
Larissa.
the reality of it is if what we're talking about could happen more young people start revisiting his catalog. Maybe somebody will sample it. Maybe somebody will say, "Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Big Daddy Kane, can you come and give me a verse for this or talk on this or something?" So it might actually turn
Yeah,
out to be a good thing for him when you think about it. Like it could,
yeah. It
could.
might.
It could.
It
It
might.
definitely could. A major topic, a major blockbuster trade.
I
LaMelo
love it.
Ball was traded to the Charlotte Hornets to the Minnesota Timberwolves
Minnesota.
for Nas Reed and just a gang of picks. And it's leaving because I saw a Charlotte fan so hurt that I saw this young man say this was like taking Michael Jordan off the Bulls. I know LaMelo Ball is nowhere near Michael Jordan, but apparently this young fan felt that he means to Charlotte what Michael Jordan meant to Chicago at the time of the legendary Chicago Bulls.
Mhm.
What do you think about this trade, Lamonda? Do you think they traded their star power, jersey selling, possibility to get people in the stands for a team that they think could possibly make a run? They right away, if you're paying attention, I think Con Canupo barely even had 40 games and then they started calling him the franchise guy. I'm like, wow,
Mhm.
you guys are really those racist rednecks from the South doing that. Like you stripped the man that's selling all the jerseys and the sneakers, you took it from him and said, no, Con Canupo from Duke, we giving it to you.
Yeah.
What do you
Um.
think about that trade? And do you think it's going to work out for Charlotte? Do you think Minnesota got the better end of the deal? What do you think?
Well, I did when I was with my little brother today, I did talk to him about it. He said that Charlotte can is still a contender even with LaMelo not being on the team. He basically said his thoughts was like LaMelo really went out there putting up the numbers that he was supposed to be putting up in Charlotte. But I feel that with the run that they had in the Charlotte had in the playoffs, I think that training him to the Timberwolves just basically may have put them out. They might not make it back again because they just like they with LaMelo and Ant on the same team. Like hopefully Ant will take him under his wing and be like, look here, young fella, I'm trying to get a ship. You trying to get a ship? And they go all the way. And I see it because we know how Ant plays. We know how LaMelo can play when he's in that mode or whatever. So I see them going to the finals next year. That's just my personal opinion.
Ooh, that is a heavy take from Lamonda. She said that she sees the Timberwolves get that, record and get that, could possibly go to the finals with LaMelo Ball and Ant-Man. That's a heavy take. That's a heavy take. Just what you think? LaMelo
I think
Ball.
Minnesota just upgraded their backcourt, and
Mm-hmm.
the West is going to be deadlier than ever next year. It's going to be real excited basketball. Ant has been a monster without anyone off to play in this position, and now he has this arsenal of weapons and off-ball screens to run. It will be truly amazing and fun to watch. B. Miller and Con Knipple, will they be able to actually initiate any offense without ball? That's going to be the real question. I mean, like, this franchise feels like it's in perpetual rebuild since Muggsy Bogues hung it up.
Really?
That grandmama Muggsy Bogues was the pinnacle.
Oh my God.
That's when they were moving them starter jackets.
Listen.
Man.
And them starter jackets was moving like coke at that time. Listen,
But
man.
look, Sam's Club. Sam's Club got them.
They got the starter jackets back?
They in last winter they was really they had Charlotte and the Bulls up in there. I was mad I couldn't make it to give me one.
This is what I'm saying. They're not gonna be in there this year because ain't no LaMelo Ball. Ain't nobody wearing that. Listen. I'm gonna tell you my perspective. I think Minnesota are gonna be some exciting losers, because LaMelo Ball plays zero defense. So therefore, the NBA, if you pay attention, one of the toughest positions in the NBA right now is the point guard, because the point guards are like combo two guards and ones. He is going to put so much pressure on their defense getting beat, which means that if you got a big man like Gobert, he has to come out. He has to come out the lane, which ultimately leaves your wings and the lane all open while he's getting beat. Not to mention the fact his health has always been an issue. So you don't even know if he's going to be healthy enough to do anything consistently enough to even impact winning over there. I think Ant-Man is going to get frustrated because you've traded all the ancillary pieces that really make winning happen over there. You got rid of Julius Randle, who was a pretty decent piece over there. Now you got rid of Nas Reed, who was supposed to be the starter and replace Julius Randle. I don't know what the direction is over there. I don't believe that LaMelo Ball really impact. I think he's exciting. I think he's a really talented player. but I don't know if Chris Finch is that dynamic enough of a coach to make that all make sense. Because you got to think about it. Not too long ago, they traded Karl Anthony Towns. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
Yatu Sabe, Dominican Power. He comes to the Garden and we win a ring. So they clearly showed
Yeah.
you pulled the plug on a guy that you should have kept with Ant-Man. And I think they did it
Yeah.
once again. In what they're doing in Charlotte, you're not even going to make the playoffs this year. And like, I don't even think you're going to even make the play-in this year because of what Jesse's talking about. You don't have a point guard. It's a point guard laden league. How are these guys who are all guys who need to be set up in spots? They don't have anybody that can create a shot over there. All of those guys are going to struggle. Con Knipple sits in a spot and waits for the ball. Imagine him having to try to dribble this year to create a shot. What was Klay Thompson when Steph went down? Not much.
Yeah, everywhere.
So I think it was a horrible trade for both teams. Me personally, I think for nobody's going to Minnesota to go to games. It's too cold in the winter for them to get out their house and break down that ice to get to the games.
The igloo.
Yeah, like I just don't. We haven't seen anything in Minnesota since Prince, the Lakes of Minnetonka. Like,
Uh,
purify yourself. Like, I don't know what they thought they were doing over there. But I'll tell you what, that GM and that president of basketball are going to be on Indeed very soon because
oh Lord.
it's going to be greener pastures. And in Charlotte is starting to look like they need to get that team taken from them, and they need to go to another market because they just mishandle everything at all times. Like, you get a superstar caliber player, you fail to get the training team to put around him to keep him healthy. Like, if you have the proper train, it's like them in New Orleans and Zion. If y'all have nutritionists, y'all have the
Oh
proper
my God.
trainers, you keep these guys healthy. If they're getting
That's it.
hurt and always, it's the team's fault. You invested all this money and then you don't put the infrastructure there
Different to the first.
to make sure these guys can stay on the floor. I'm not doing that.
No support.
None. These are young
None.
kids.
None.
We know they want to eat McDonald's all day. Like,
Lord.
Yep.
Yeah, like because then like he was like for like with Zion, like he's been that big since college. Like you said, if they wanted him to slim down, they should have had that nutritionist at his house when they drafted him.
how does he end up with the porn stars? Like I tell you what. If everybody was like Pat Riley, the NBA would be totally different.
Will be totally different. Yeah,
That's not happening in Miami. None of the stuff we talk about right now is happening in Miami. If
No.
LaMelo Ball gets traded to Miami, I would have said his career is revitalized. He's going to be a totally different player.
Yeah, this is endemic of Charlotte. I mean,
Yeah.
like, Nas gives them depth in the paint, but it ain't hard to tell. This lineup is only going to be rated one mic. And if you disagree,
Bars!
now,
that's
because Crush Mike's
it.
Bars!
out.
Bars! Bars! That was fire. That was fire. It ain't hard to tell us. I was going to be one mic. Oh.
Lord Jesus.
That was ice cold, Jess. I got to give it to you. Listen, man. Those SO days is paying off.
Yes.
I hate you. Listen, man. This has been a wonderful show. I always enjoy myself, but I have thoroughly enjoyed myself. Tell the people where they can find you, Young.
You can catch me on Facebook at Lamonda Young. You can catch me on Instagram at It's Your Girl Young, and you also can catch me on Crush.
Brown. Where can the people catch you?
On Twitter, SO Jessero. IG, Knickerbocker, please.
Listen, you know what? You just hit something. I think I deleted my Twitter like maybe last year, and I used to be so avid on there that when I would get back on, people would be like, "Hey, what happened to you?" I just thought about it. I was like the resident Knicks tweeter on Twitter. I'm sure my timeline on Twitter has to be flooded from people. I'm gonna re-download that after this because I didn't even think about that. Like you, I totally forgot about Twitter. I got on Threads and got fiended out because the thing about Threads is people actually respond, and like you put stuff up and they like whether you like it or not, you're not gonna put something up and it just be the tree that fell in the rainforest. Like somebody is going to see. I don't know how. Somebody's always going to see that thing and say something, whether it's nice or vile. Like, I end up blocking a lot of people because they go crazy, and I'm like, wait, why are you personally attacking me? This one guy said the other day, what did I say? I said, I forgot what the topic was I was talking about. Dude was like, grow some facial hair. What? 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 What did that have to do with anything? I just turned it into a personal attack. I'm talking about basketball and music.
Well, right.
What does that have to do with me personally? Like, how did you turn that into a personal? And how did you take that personally? I think it was LeBron James I was talking about, but it's always a that
We
people
better stop talking about LeBron because he gonna come get us. Somebody
can't.
he gonna go scrolling through TikTok and see and come across our podcast and was talking
It,
about him. He gonna send his people to come get us.
it's like a handful of people that are on boogeyman status on social media. Like if you get, and I think Drake, I don't think we got the right one with Drake yet, because I know we get the right one with him. Him and his hot dog 3-pack is going to pop up out of nowhere. Like ban that podcast. Down with them. Like yeah, we need old hot dog Drake to sit down. Like listen, man, it's been wonderful, guys. It's been a wonderful one as always. Shout out to the people and Crush Mics until the next time.
Like and subscribe.